It's time to craft. Let's go. Welcome back to the channel, guys. So today I'm participating in another Trash to Treasure collaboration with none other than Philicia over at BOK Media Life. You hear me talk about Philicia all the time because this is my crafting buddy. I'll tell you a little bit more about this collaboration shortly. So in this first DIY, you see that I have this canister. It is a plastic canister that housed at one point in time some Maxwell House coffee. And so being that this is a trash to treasure, I wanted to create a beautiful drum set using this piece. Now, one of the things that we had to do this month during our collaboration was to use jute rope. Now, anyone that is familiar with Joy or my channel and some of the things that I like to craft with, jute rope is one of those things. It is high on the totem pole for me. And so this was an exciting opportunity for me to be able to use my imagination and come up with some beautiful Christmas DIYs using jute rope. So as I stated, my intent for this canister is to turn it into like a snare drum. Now, of course, you've got to use your imagination while watching me create this piece. But I can tell you that you are going to be wowed by the outcome of it. At least I hope you are. So as you can see, I just glued down the top and I did apply just a small light base coat of the Waverly brand chalk paint in the color Plaster to it. And now you see that I am starting the loop by turning the canister over and just applying hot glue, and I am using some of that white thick nautical rope that you can find at the Dollar Tree. Now I will just basically wrap this rope around the entire piece or this entire canister. So guys, I want to welcome everyone back to my channel, my new subscribers, my returning subscribers. I pray that everyone is having a great day. I will give you an update. Today I went to see my PT and I am getting a new PT, as the one that I'm currently or was currently under had to go out and have some surgery for himself. So please keep him lifted up in your thoughts and prayers, because he actually had to have heart surgery. And again, update for me, I am making some progress. I'm not quite at the level where they want to see me at, but hopefully by the end of the year, I will be there. So just keep me as well in your thoughts and prayers. And so now what you see me doing, being that this canister is not fully round and there are some indentions and stuff just by the way the canister is made, I am just going around trying to make it as circular as possible. And I am just applying some of that high temp. I'm using a high temp glue gun for this piece to make sure that the rope adheres to the plastic very well. So basically all you see me doing here, and I did want to leave a lot of this wrapping in this video because I've had a lot of subbies to request that I leave some of the actual design into the video instead of speeding it up, so that they can, really grasp the concept of what it is that I'm doing or how I am doing it. So basically, guys, all you're going to do is just keep wrapping this rope around in a circular motion around the entire perimeter of whatever canister that you're using. In this case, I am using this Maxwell House plastic coffee canister to create my circular, or what I'm going to start calling my snare drum. Now, if you want to use the darker nautical rope, you can, or jute rope, and or there are other jute ropes that has color already applied to them, where they had dyed them already. They are a little bit more expensive, and you will, you can purchase them on Amazon. And granted, you're not going to get as much of it, of the colored rope, as you would just something like the regular jute rope and or this white nautical rope. But keep in mind, you can dye this yourself, which is probably a cheaper option overall. And as you can see, this is not fully round, so therefore I am just going to create it and give the illusion that it is a fully rounded canister. But in the end, when you see how this turns out, you're going to be amazed, as I am after completing the project. And so guys, let me turn your attention to that subscribe button down in your lower right corner. Now granted, this is just something that's embedded in this video. However, if you were to click on that subscribe button on the YouTube app and make sure you click on the notification bell, YouTube will notify you when I upload anything to my channel, as well as to my community tab. And please make sure that you are paying attention to the community tab, because that's where I will be providing updates on things that's going on in my life, or any collaborations that I will be participating in, or just, just general affirmations and stuff like that. And now what you see me doing to the top of the canister, because I did glue the lid down, is just basically starting out with the rounded pattern, and just will blend the whole rope together as you see here. And now I have these black dowel rods that I purchased from, these are the longer ones that you can get over the summer at Dollar Tree. Yeah, Dollar Tree, the barbecue skewers. I just cut it down and then I cut it down again. I had already had these pre-painted in the color black. I am putting one of these little strips on either side of the canister, so 4 of them. Now this represents the little metal piece that you would normally see on the snare drum. And of course I had to end up cutting more, because I in sizing ran out. Because again, some of the projects that comes to my head comes to me at last minute. And when I got started on this particular project, this is exactly what had happened. But guys, again, I want to welcome all of my new and returning subscribers to the channel. I pray that each and every one of you are having a great day. So now, as you can see here, I have these dowel rods. These dowel rods did come from Walmart, and I ended up cutting them down to make the handles for the drums. And of course I am using the Waverly brand chalk paint in the color ink or black to paint over these dowel rods. I was actually going to use them for another project, but then decided to use them for this. And now you see me just sit back chit-chatting with my oldest son, who had come by for a visit, and you will see him helping me in one of the projects that's coming up with the wrapping of one of the containers. And of course, I did not have my gloves on, so therefore I'm having to make sure that I remove the paint from my hands. And as you can see, I intentionally left the jacket off because 1, I was hot, but 2, so that you can see that the sarcoid rash is on my arms. Actually, it's all over my body, but this is how it's looking right now. Very itchy rash, but is starting to dry up, so the medicine and the regimen they have me on is starting to work, and I'm so thankful for that. And so now you see me taking some of this masking tape. I am going to secure it to the edges, so you know the little part of the drum that beats down on the drum itself. That's what that's representing, the little pads that be on the edges of it. Guys, I cannot wait for you to see this come together, especially in the reveal. And you just want to basically wrap it around to the length that you want it, just using this masking tape. Or an alternative would be to get some, you could always use some sponge, or you can use, of course, the masking tape method, or some cloth. It's just up to you. For me, this was a cheaper alternative. And now I am just building on the top of the drum set itself, or the snare itself, by adding some of this greenery that I purchased from the Dollar Tree and some of these berries. It's just something about those Christmas berries that really will enhance and set your project off. And now that I am gluing that into place, as you can see, everything is starting to come together. And this project is about done, and I can promise you that it turned out super, super cute. So now we're moving on to DIY number 2. As you can see here, I have 3 cans that I will be using in this project. And so what I'm going to do is basically give this a coat of, and not a heavy coat, because again, remember, the projects today are strictly the use of jute rope. However, when I am applying any type of fabric or even rope to my projects, I want to give it a base coat of paint that will, if seen, if there's some cracks or something showing, your eyes will be tricked and you won't even notice it. So because I'm using a lighter color rope, I made sure that I used a lighter color paint, which is the Waverly brand chalk paint in the color Plaster. And I will be applying it to all 3 cans, and you will see that in the video. So guys, I want to bring your attention back to the fact that this is a part of a collaboration between my girl, my crafting bestie, Philicia over at BOK Media Life. Philicia has, have superseded her 5K goal, and I am so, so proud of her. Guys, please make sure you go over to her channel, let her know that Joy sent you. I can promise you, you are going to be wowed away by all of the amazing things that Philicia does on her channel. She is just not a crafter. She cooks, she vlogs, she goes live, she does hauls. You name it, she does it. She's a strong supporter of yours truly. I love Philicia. That's my girl. She is a part of the Fab Five ladies, and I can say so much about her, but you need to experience the BOK Media Life on your own. So please head on over to Felicia's channel at BOK Media Life and tell her Joy sent you. And I am so glad to be a part of this collaboration with her. So as you can see, the cans have been painted, and now I am doing the exact same thing as I did in project 1, except I am now using the jute rope that you can find at the Dollar Tree. And you can also pick this jute rope in a larger bundle, and overall would be cheaper off Amazon. But because I keep rope around, I have plenty of this jute rope that I have purchased from the Dollar Tree. Now granted, when I purchased this rope back in the days when I first started crafting, I bought it at $1. So you may be paying $1.25, but nevertheless, don't sleep on Amazon because they do have larger rolls of this jute rope. But for projects like this, and you don't plan on using a lot of rope, then Dollar Tree is just fine. But again, as you can see, I am just going around the entire can using this jute rope. Because again, our Trash to Treasure projects for today was to include jute rope. And I appreciate Philicia for coming up with this idea because she knows I absolutely love working with jute rope. And as you can see, I'm probably at 3 sets of rope already. And this can, overall it can get expensive depending on what you consider, whatever your price point or cost point is for a project. For me, again, I've already had this on hand for a while, so it's not really costing me anything. The cans were free because it's just from vegetables or whatever that either someone in the family had or we had, and we just cleaned them up and then they give them to me because yes, people donate their trash, especially cans, because they know that I like using them for projects. And again, this took about 3 sets of rope, so $3.75 just for this one can. But I can promise you, when you see this in the reveal, you're going to be amazed, because out of this project, we are going to make a jute rope snowman. And, I just used what I had, and we just going to keep it going. So now you see me get ready to switch off the color of the rope that I'm using. I am going back to the chunky nautical rope. And I will be going around the taller of the cans using this. But again, guys, if you have yet to subscribe to my channel, please make sure you click on that subscribe button. Don't forget about the notification bell. That way YouTube will notify you when I upload anything to the channel. And also, please keep in mind that today's DIY is dedicated to the collaboration between BOK Media Life and yours truly. Our projects today were to be Trash to Treasure, and we were supposed to include jute rope in the design. And I cannot say enough about Philicia over at BOK Media Life. I mean, her work speaks for itself. She is top tier in her designs, from lamps, guys, lamps out of cutting mats. I'm talking about those little plastic cutting mats, lamps of, just signs. Lamps, guys, off cups and mugs. If you want to see some designs that's out of the world, I'm talking about designs that you have not even seen in high-end stores. That's the caliber and level of work that you will see and find over at BOK Media Life. So please, guys, go head over there after you finish watching this video and check out my girl, my crafting bestie, Philicia. You will not be disappointed. Her work speaks for itself. So make sure that when you finish this now, head over to BOK Media Life and show my girl some support. If you have yet to subscribe to her channel, that little red button, click on it and make sure you're subscribed so you will not miss out on any of her content. And now that I take you back to the video, as you can see, I am at the end. This took about 2.5 bundles of rope, and so now you're up to about $5-6 for this piece. But again, For me, I've already had this rope on hand. For you, it may cost you a little more simply because of the price increase of the rope. And now I am just taking the remainder of the rope and just going around and securing the white rope to the nautical rope itself, because again, we are going to be making a snowman. Now keep in mind, this will be out of frame because of the positioning of the camera, but you will see the final outcome in the reveal. And now you can see that I am burning the phrase off of the jute rope itself. If you are a regular on my channel, you know that's just something that I incorporate on all of my projects when I'm using rope, because I just do not like the phrase of it. And so now I'm finishing up the top portion of what we're going to consider my snowman hat, using the white jumbo rope that you can find again at the Dollar Tree. Now I will tell you to keep you some glue sticks around, because for rope projects you need to make sure you have some glue nearby to make sure that it's securing to your object. And as you can see, my son, he is there, and I had him because the rope that I was using was an extension of an older piece and had started to unravel. So I had him to just ravel it, you know, wind it back up. And sorry he's in the view of the camera, but he was helping me out. He had just got off from his job on the construction site. He's a heavy equipment operator, so he came and stopped by and said, you know, he would help me, being that, you know, I'm still having shoulder issues. But thank you, son. Mama appreciate it. And then again, I am just, you know, finishing up the lid, and we'll join these pieces together to make one full piece. And this is such an easy project. All three of them are. It's just about wrapping rope around your containers. Rope, just to me, can enhance a project without any forethought. It's just like add some rope to it and boom, yeah, it makes it pretty. But for these projects, I cannot wait for you to see them in the reveal, especially the snowman, because now keep in mind, this is not like your traditional snowman, but I cannot wait for you to see it. And again, I do apologize for not being in frame or having the camera at an angle where you can see every piece, but just understand that there's the bottom, middle, and top, and all of the pieces were just glued down simultaneously. And then now I was just messing around with it, and I am actually taking my drill and getting ready to drill the handles, the holes, so that I can put some sticks on the inside of it for the hands of the snowman. And you can't really tell, but what I am doing is just stuffing the sticks on the inside of it, and you can get the picture once you see this in the reveal. And again, guys, I do apologize. I did not realize that I was not filming the entire piece, but nevertheless, you will see it in the reveal. I do have these half beads, which will act as the eyes. I am just going around using some of that black ink or ink paint by the Waverly brand, and just coloring it in really good so that I can glue the half beads on the top where the smaller can is for the eyes. So just keep watching. And of course, I could have taken this out, but why not? This is crafting 101, and unfortunately I did leave out every little step. It's there, but you just can't see it because of the positioning of the camera. And now I am just cutting down the nose, which is made out of those small branch of wood. And now we move into DIY number 3. This is the final DIY in tonight's Trash to Treasure Jute Rope collaboration. And again, I am using nothing more than the base coat of the Waverly brand chalk paint in the color Plaster to finish off this last DIY. And again, I cannot wait for you guys to see how these projects turned out in the reveal. And now I am taking some of that braided jute rope that I purchased from Amazon. It was rather thick, and so I felt like this would have been a better option because I did not particularly like this size of rope. And so for this project, I felt like this was the perfect marriage between the design I was going for and the rope that I wanted to use. And all you're doing, guys, is just gluing down your rope to your object or your container or your vessel or your device or whatever you want to call it. Again, guys, if this is your first time visiting my channel, welcome. Welcome back to all of my new and returning subscribers. And if you have yet to subscribe to my channel, please make sure you click on the subscribe button. Don't forget about the notification bell. That way YouTube will notify you when I upload anything to the channel. And also remember that this is a part of a collaboration between BOK Media Life as well as Joyful Designs. In our Trash to Treasure collaboration, we were supposed to incorporate jute rope in our projects. So please make sure after you finish watching my video that you head on over to Philicia over at BOK Media Life and see what magnificent projects she's come up with for tonight. She and I both will appreciate you greatly for it. And now you see I'm just, securing the last bit of the rope down. All we doing is just burning the frays off of the rope. I like burning the frays. It gives the rope a darker appearance and a cleaner look to me. But if you don't like that look, feel free to leave the frays array. Just let them run rapid. It's all up to you. And so now I have some of that chunky jute, regular jute rope that I wanted to use at the bottom of the piece. So again, I just started by adding a dab of hot glue in the center and just going around working it into a circle so that it will meet where the cutoff end was from the braided jute. And you will see that in the video clip. So guys, I want to just go ahead and give you a brief look at on November 4th, the Fab Five ladies will be bringing you another collaboration. This is going to be a fun collaboration, so I cannot wait for you to see it. I will be posting more information about this collaboration on my community tab between now and Friday, so stay tuned for that. So as you can see, I am taking some of that white jumbo jute rope or nautical rope and just going around the base area of this can. I did want to give this a finished look, and also I wanted to make sure that I was incorporating the colors from the other two DIYs into this last DIY for tonight. And all we doing here is making a beautiful Christmas planter. And again, I cannot wait for you guys to see how this turns out. I have one of those buffalo check plaid bows that I purchased from the Dollar Tree. Keep in mind, these bows are not created equal, as most crafting items are at the Dollar Tree. And now I have some of these carnations, these red carnations that you can find at the Dollar Tree. And yes, carnations is typical around Valentine's Day, but you know, I needed some red flowers. So I was like, why not? I have some of this beautiful greenery that you can find at the Dollar Tree. And I am just going in different areas, just trying to balance out the green, just to break up some of the red, as well as to keep with the theme of the other two projects, wherein I incorporated, you know, a design element, floral element, using the red berries and the greens. And you see I have put some of my favorite little pine cones, because you know I'm into pine cones this year, in the project. And guys, this is the reveal. You got to tell me what you think. Look at my little drum. I think this turned out super duper cute. Super cute. Now it would be even better if the canister was fully rounded, but nevertheless, I think this turned out amazing. And I cannot wait for you guys to really see the projects all styled together. Here is my snowman. Look at him. She's a rustic little thing, and really cute. I think this turned out really cute, and it really looks better in person. I mean, it looks really high end in person, but I think this really turned out amazing, considering it was just 3 cans that had some jute rope tied to it. And I can't say enough about my little old person. And then lastly, here is the Christmas floral piece. I think this turned out amazing. It's really cute. And then here's all 3 styled together. You guys got to let me know what you think about these pieces. Did I do well? Thumbs up the video if I did. Make sure that you are sharing the videos with all of your friends, your family, your foes, and tell them to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Joyful Designz for more great content. And don't forget to head on over to Felicia's channel at BOK Media Life. Show her some support for this collaboration and let her know that Joy sent you. And not only that, remember to smile, because it increases your face value. And make sure that you are staying and being blessed. Remember to smile, it increases your face value. Until the next DIY, guys, be blessed and bye for now.